Bottles and cans on a boat? Not the best idea, really. They add weight, they take up a lot of room, and they can break or chafe if not stored properly. But fear not. You're not stuck drinking only water. Hi there, I'm Carolyn Sherlock, and on this episode of the Boat Galley Podcast, I'll share a bunch of easy ideas for flavored drinks on board that don't take up a lot of space. And you can avoid many of the other negatives of bottled and canned beverages. First, though, let's talk a little bit about your boat's teak. Are you looking to refinish it with a minimum of mess and fuss? Look no further. Teak Guard's non-toxic water-based formulas for cleaning and finishing your teak will turn your teak from dingy to sparkling in no time. It's what I use here on Barefoot Gal, and it looks gorgeous. Use coupon code BG20 for 15% off your order of $50 or more. Visit teakguard.com and admire your teak with far less maintenance. Okay, let's talk a little bit about space-saving drinks. Why do you care how much space your drinks take up? Well, every bit of space is precious on a boat. And years ago, we sort of started a quest for space-saving drinks. When we first began cruising in Mexico, we were a little bit surprised at the volume of soft drinks we used. Then we spent the summer in the Sea of Cortez, which is incredibly hot, and we learned what a lot of drinks really was. Canned and bottled drinks can take up a lot of space, as well as literally weigh the boat down. And you have to get them to the boat from the store. A rather involved chore in some places. Now, if water is easy to get, or you have a water maker, it's easy to use far less space for drinks by simply not using as many in cans or bottles. So, okay, I've got 7 ways for you to use less space for your drinks. First is to get a refillable water bottle. Instead of having lots of little bottles of water, get a couple of refillable water bottles. Find something that has like a top on it that'll keep the drinking spout clean. That really helps. And I just keep a big bottle of plain water in the back of the refrigerator to keep it cold, and then just would transfer it into the refillable bottle when we wanted some. Iced tea. Iced tea is really easy to make, and I always keep a half-a-gallon bottle in the refrigerator. I make concentrate in a smaller bottle, also keep it in the refrigerator, and then when the big bottle is empty, I can quickly make up another bottle. I use tea bags. You can also get a lot of powdered mixes for it. Gatorade is really popular in hot climates. When you're in particularly hot areas, a lot of times cruisers will report cramps and other heat-related problems until they begin drinking a glass or two of Gatorade. Gatorade powder can take some searching to find, but it does the job just as well as pre-made. We also have what we call Tangerade. While Gatorade powder can be hard to find, we've always found Tang in little packets that make a quart, as well as rehydration drinks at pharmacies in pretty much any Latin American country, or really any country that has hot weather and problems like that. The rehydration drink is marketed for kids with diarrhea, similar to like Pedialyte and so forth. It can be taken on its own for more serious cases of dehydration. But for an everyday drink, we mixed it half and half with Tang. Again, we'd make up a half-gallon bottle with 1 packet good for 1 quart of Tang, and 1 packet also good for 1 quart of rehydration drink. It works really well. You can also use powdered drink mixes. Depending on where you are, you can find things like lemonade, limeade, iced tea mixes, Crystal Light, Kool-Aid, all sorts of other things. You can also do things like just have water and add some fruit to it. Add a slice of lemon, lime, orange, or apple to a cold glass of water. I even like things like blueberries and strawberries. You can also get water flavoring drops. There's things like Mio. A small bottle will flavor almost 100 bottles of water. You can find all sorts of different brands, whatever things appeal to you and whatever's popular in the country that you're in. For me, I keep 4 half-gallon bottles in the refrigerator, in addition to my 2 refillable water bottles. I have 1 bottle of iced tea, one of Gatorade or the Tangerade, and then 2 bottles that are just water. One that was cold and sort of the in use, and one that was in the back in the process of chilling down. Whenever I'd empty one of the drink bottles, I'd make more using the cold water that was in the back so that it was ready to drink immediately. And then I'd refill the water bottle, rotate it to the back to chill down. Now, admittedly, if you are carrying drinks to supplement your water supply, the ideas here aren't going to really help. But if you have a water maker or large tanks and can spare the water, making drinks from your tank water can really help save space and keep the water line where it should be. Now, the other possible objection to making your own drinks is that your tank water tastes funny. A big help for this, which will make all of your cooking taste better, is a water filter for your cooking and drinking water. We really like the Seagull or Nature's Pure water filters, but you can even get a 10-inch fine micron charcoal filter, and that will take a lot of the bad taste out of it. Basically, by making our own drinks from water, we went from using over a case of soft drinks a week to less than a case a month. And frankly, most of those were given to guests. While space and weight saving aboard was our original reason for the switch, there were several other things. We kept better hydrated because we never wanted to drink too many soft drinks a day, but hadn't really thought about drinking other stuff. We also pretty much drank unsweetened things, so we weren't drinking nearly as many calories. For me now, being diabetic, that's an incredibly important thing. Also, we didn't have to deal with transporting so many cans and bottles aboard, from the store to the dinghy, into the dinghy to the boat, lifting them out of the dinghy to the deck of the boat, taking them down below, washing off the cans to avoid bugs, and then putting everything away. Believe me, it's 10 times easier to carry some tea bags and Gatorade powder. We also had a lot less trash to deal with on the boat, and we've saved a bundle of money. Anyways, I hope that this has helped you, given you a little bit to think about as far as what you are drinking on your own boat and what sort of drinks you'll have available. Please, if you find this has helped you, subscribe to the Boat Galley podcast so that you don't miss an episode. We also love it when you give us reviews. The Boat Galley. We make boat life better.